Welcome on back to Skippers presented by Owner's Box Fantasy Sports. Today's segment, Monday Mailbag, answering your fantasy and baseball questions. Avery, Jared, Drew, T-Mac behind the camera doing his work. Before we get going, play Owner's Box. What's the code for MLB?
MLB 10.
MLB 10 to get you into a contest. Also, T-Mac, you have news on the football front.
Yes. We've launched our NFL product, salary cap game, so more free money for you.
There's a lot of money for you to win there.
Drew 9 for 100K prize pool there, so very excited.
Yep. Biggest prize pool by a long shot.
Like
entry, the grand prize is $15K. Like, why not, right?
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, join the cord. Can't get in the cord because the link doesn't work. We don't know why it doesn't work. Put it in the comments and we'll give you the link. T-Mac, into the first question.
You've got mail.
What are our expectations for Chris Sale the rest of the season?
So he had the big start against the Orioles.
I said I was white hot on Chris Sale coming back.
You did like him. You made that
Chris
trade.
Sale, Trevor Rogers trade looking pretty good, Avery.
I feel like it's a fleece job the rest of the
A
season.
little bit.
We were worried that you were going to get fleeced. I remember at first.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone's going to be worried about the pitcher coming back.
As the guy in second in the league, I'm pretty upset about it, but
Yeah, just a nice swap for left-handers for me. Both were on the IL. He's like, what is Chris Sale going to do for me? He's on the IL. I don't think the guy I traded with knew that Trevor Rogers was on the IL too, but
or that Trevor Rogers gonna have a huge inning limit coming down the stretch.
not everyone's as smart as us, right? That did suck. He was also in 8th place and just bad. So sorry, Drew, for that. But Chris Sale,
like you think that he would take a risk on Chris Sale?
Yeah.
exactly. You waited on him that long, but some people aren't smart, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why you send out feelers. And he was like, yeah, okay. I was surprised that that's what got the deal done, but I was happy with it. Chris Sale, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, back-to-back homers in the 3rd inning, got that done. He looked good. The slider looked good. It's one of the best pitches in baseball. It always has been. Just a wonky delivery still. He's going to make hitters uncomfortable. That's what he does. And it was nice to see him back. He looked healthy.
Yes.
Decent amount of pitches. I don't know what number of pitches he got to, but they were up huge in the 5th inning. That's why they took him out. So
He still went like pretty deep. Like I think he was hovering around 90 pitches.
yeah, I know from those home runs that I saw him give up, he was around 50 pitches in the 3rd.
Okay.
So
So
if
he
he
did
went
get up
5, he was probably up to at least 80 plus.
Yeah. Is
He
it
looked good though.
Is it crazy to call Chris Sale a top 10 pitcher rest of the year?
No, not like skill wise, obviously. Stuff wise, no, but it's just innings limits potentially. But I feel like he's been worked up to it.
He's a top 10 talent for sure.
He was a top 2 talent
Yeah.
like in
Yeah.
previous years.
I'd probably go top 20 rest of the year for sure, and then top 10 depending on how the Red Sox use him. But I think they're just gonna let him go.
I mean, they need him to.
Yes,
Be let go.
they do need him to let go. What did you guys think of his quote?
What was his quote?
He had a nice quote saying that he's never gonna take another game for granted, and how it's just like a great quote by Chris Sale, just pretty much saying that he took playing in the MLB for granted.
That's
And
something
that people have been in worse spots than him, but he's super excited to be back, and he's grateful that he's healthy. But you just love to see it.
That's the type of quote you get from a guy like 5 years when his playing career is over and he goes back to his elementary school to talk to the kids that were there. He'd be like, yeah, don't take it for granted, work hard.
We got that speech,
Like a couple
baseball.
Yeah, we took it,
Yeah.
and we got it a couple years early from Chris Sale. So it's nice to know that he's taking it seriously. As a fantasy manager of Chris Sale, that fires me up.
Yeah, that does fire me up.
T-Mac,
Fire me up.
next
He
question.
was actually away for exactly a year.
I thought it was 2 years.
I thought it
Or
was 2
sorry,
years.
yeah, sorry, two years, but it was the 13th his last time he pitched. He
Jeez,
pitched on the 14th.
crazy.
Tyler Gilbert, dad was there. You love those moments, boys. When a guy throws first start, his dad's in attendance, and it ends up being a no-no. That was great.
No against the Padres.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I saw some tweet saying that it was the best weekend of D-backs baseball the whole season. Even though they got shit on Sunday. I saw someone say like they had a walk-off Friday, I think, no on Saturday.
This moment is the silver lining for their season. This is literally it.
I think so too. It's been, but that's really cool. 4th person ever to throw a no-hitter in their debut, and the last person did it was in like 1956, I'm pretty sure. So it's been a long-ass time since that's happened.
He had pitched before, but it was first start.
First start, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
he had innings before.
I think he had 3 innings this year. I guess because he's at 12.
His record's
innings.
1-1, I think. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can easily get losses.
yeah,
When you're out of the bullpen. But now it's cool. I looked up some of his numbers. He's a 6th rounder from USC. 27 years old right now.
Wow.
Fantasy value, I'm not picking this
Yeah.
guy up. It's like, when Phil Humber threw that perfect game, or it was a no-hitter, I think, against the Mariners. It's like, this guy just came out of nowhere, and it's like, that's his moment. That's what he'll be remembered for forever. But I haven't really looked at it. You looked at some of his numbers, right?
It was
It's,
like his CSW was under 30 for the game. Like
That's
he was
kinda crazy, yeah.
He's throwing a no. I think his K percentage was like under 30 as well for the game. Well, he only had 5 strikeouts, so.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, oh man, like anyone who throws a no, you're like automatically going to pick him up the next day, and I was like, I don't really want him.
No, I don't really want him
I don't really
either.
expect him to like go out and shove.
Kind of had pretty good minor league numbers, 3.37 minors ERA and a 1.18 WHIP in his career. That's like just a serviceable baseball player. It's nothing. This guy's not going to get drafted next year. I doubt it, unless he goes crazy rest of the season. But honestly, I'd be shocked if he did anything more this season.
Yeah,
How
I agree.
many no hitters since the Spider Tack scandal?
Think 2 maybe.
Maybe 2, but there was like 10 before that.
It was the most no hitters in a season this year.
Yeah, but it seemed to really slow down recently.
Oh yeah, there was 4 within there was a week where there was 3 of them, or 2 at
It's like
least.
2
No, there was 3 in a week.
back-to-back days. I remember.
Yeah. Okay. Big brain. Who has all the no hitter? T-Mac, look this up.
It was Turnbull,
Joe Musgrove.
Musgrove.
Carlos Rodon,
Almost perfect game. Sure.
Tyler Gilbert. So that's 4.
There's way more than that.
Who else
Man.
has thrown the no hitters this season?
I feel like someone on
I'm about to have it
Texas.
for you. Give me a second.
Okay.
I feel like someone on Texas threw a no hitter.
So Musgrove, Rodon, Means.
Oh, we forgot Means.
Yeah.
So don't say the last one. Gilbert, there's 6, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh, keep going then.
8 now.
Jesus.
Should you name the rest?
Okay. Name
One's
the
a little bit of a like
Oh, it was a reliever.
cheater one. Like
Oh,
that Davey start.
Bumgarner. Bumgarner.
Do they
instead.
count those ones?
They don't, but they
Bumgarner.
do.
Bumgarner's not in here.
Oh crap!
What else you got there?
So there's Gilbert's, there's Davies, which was
Davies.
like the crew, right?
Davies
Oh,
win,
the
huh?
crew.
Yeah.
It's the crew though.
Kluber, Turnbull.
Yes,
You guys
Kluber.
didn't say Miley, did you?
No.
No.
Yeah, so there's
Oh yeah,
one.
he did have that one.
Against Cleveland. Crazy. What a year. Most ever.
Yep, crazy.
But I don't think there's been too many since the Spider Tack stuff.
No, there has not.
But congratulations to Tyler Gilbert, but not fantasy relevant at all.
No.
No.
Yeah,
no.
so there was May 18th, 19th, 7th, 5th. That stretch.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that
And then
was
there was Spider
wild.
Tack.
It was like
less.
people. There were so many no hitters. People just didn't started to care. Like you'd see tweets like no hitters just like aren't that cool anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there were so many that stretch. But we waited like a month or 2 for this one, and it's like okay, it's cool again.
Yeah.
But that's all we got for that one, right? No
Yeah,
more.
I
on
think
Tyler
that
Gilbert.
it's a great story.
When
Great
I
story.
saw Tyler Gilbert's name, I thought Logan Gilbert was throwing it at first because I don't know who he is really.
You're
Like,
probably really happy.
I was very
like
excited.
Logan
Well,
Gilbert.
and then Logan Gilbert came up the next day and kind of didn't have a great start against the Jays. But
That's a good thing.
yeah, for us it's a good thing, but for my fantasy team it wasn't
Yes.
too good. All right, T-Mac, question 3.
Interested to hear you guys' answers. So you catch a walk-off home run, or you catch a walk-off home run ball to win the World Series. What are you doing with the ball?
So this question came to my mind. I thought I'd put it in this episode. So you get the ball, okay? You catch it in the outfield.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the ball?
I can easily be bought.
So, as you guys were talking here, I was make sure I'm prepared. So, the Batista bat flip home
Yes,
run, right?
yes.
Not really a significant in terms of the history of baseball, the history of baseball. It's a cool home run. A lot of
The
people
pop
remember it, but it's
culture of
not.
the
Yeah,
sport.
pop culture. Sorry, but in terms of the actual impact on that season, like they didn't win the World Series. So
Yeah.
who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Sold for almost $30,000.
So there's well, what happened to Joe Carter? Did Joe
Yeah.
Carter's go into the stands or did it go into the bullpen? I don't
I
remember.
don't
not
want to
sure.
say bullpen.
But we have seen
It's funny
where
you mentioned that 'cause
players.
that's what I originally Googled when I found out what Batista's went for. So
I would
don't think
not
saw
want to
anything.
be a fan who refuses to give the ball
Yeah,
to the player.
yeah.
There have been instances where the player wants the ball and fans just like they will not sell, and they will demand a certain
Is
price.
that like though? Like maybe their 500th career home run or something.
I was gonna say Jeter's 3,000th hit was a home run, right? And he got a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff.
Just any sort of impact play. Like, let's say you get the ball and it's a huge ball.
I feel like this is a really big ball, like walk off home run.
Yeah,
Really
like
big.
this is like the player would want the ball. That's for sure. He'd be
Maybe.
asking
no,
for
I don't
the
even
ball.
think the
I think a
play.
You don't think so?
The player isn't first on this list to get the ball.
the
if
team
it-
Hall
is?
of Fame.
No,
would be.
yeah, it goes Hall of Fame, team, player in that order.
But if it's his milestone, he'd be first. But this is just like a moment.
Oh,
in history.
okay, okay.
You see what
yeah,
I'm saying?
because then they donate the ball to Cooperstown. T Mac, you got something?
So Jamie Campbell, this was last year, told a little story that like no idea who has that ball. Like it was
funny.
never retrieved. So like likely some random fan
Yeah.
has the
Carter.
ball. Yeah,
Or
Joe
the-
Carter.
I wouldn't feel like it. I wouldn't be that guy who just wants a ball in their room. Like, I would definitely sell it,
Yeah, so this is
but
what.
I wouldn't be a dick about it. Like, maybe I'd want to like.
No, I drove. I'm gonna
I'd be
drive
like,
up
hey,
the
like
play.
I'll give you, but like I want like to
Get
like
it.
come to the clubhouse and like.
No, see, this is what I wrote down. I said I'm keeping it for a week. I got to start driving up this price.
Yeah, get it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna
authenticate it
see-
and then drive the price.
Who's going to offer the most for it, right? Like if another fan wants to buy it for me for $1 million, sure, you can have it. If the team,
You guys, what you're gonna do? Zach Hampel's gonna come knocking.
yeah, dude, if I get $1 million for that, I'm going to take it every single time. But I would try and go. I'd say, hey, I'd go to the team or I'd go to the MLB and say like, hey, I'll give you this ball back. Like no problem. I just need lifetime season seats.
Okay.
And $1 million.
No, I would like that.
I
but
like
But wouldn't
the
you just
idea of leveraging like an asset like that. Like,
Can you
seats
take the $1
to a
million
game.
and buy season seats?
it's okay
Yes, you
though.
could do that.
I
But
no
he
one's
feels
for
less
real.
of a
No
dick.
one's gonna
He feels less of a
Because
dick.
you're not, you feel better about it because you're not asking them to pay you.
Yes.
They have
You're
seats.
donating.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, hey, like I want you guys to be able to. I want to go wherever I want to go.
Oh,
it's not
my
just
God.
for this team that I'm a fan of. If I want to go to Los Angeles watch a game, you guys are gonna need to like find me a seat in that
And the
building.
plane ride.
That would be awesome.
And hotel.
Well,
Okay,
I mean
well,
that'd be
no,
nice. I mean,
no.
I'm not gonna. I'd try and drive it up, but that's how I feel. You know?
I like that.
Try
I
and
like that
leverage it.
proposition. I really do.
I would keep it and then maybe sell it in like 20 years. When it's
20
like,
years?
When it's like
Well, yeah,
double price.
drive the price up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the Honus Wagner baseball card goes for like $1 million.
Okay.
It seems
I don't
like.
know if I'd have
every
the
year goes up in
patience to
price.
wait though 20 years.
No,
I'd
if we're
lose
talking
it.
about patience, I am not the guy to talk about patience. I said I'd wait a week. I couldn't wait 20 years.
Okay, maybe 10.
You might be dead in 20 years. And imagine like your wife that you kind of love, but like, you know, you guys aren't great terms and you die and then she sells it to some random, you know? There's
Or just gives away at Wastewise.
exactly, right? So I would like to take
Nice.
it into my own hands.
Valley Village gets the ball.
Yeah. there'd be-
Right? You give away, like, you know?
She doesn't know how
You
valuable
die
it is.
and your ball's willed to the Value Village?
You know,
No, like,
it's like kicking and screaming, right?
the will goes towards the wife, but she doesn't know how valuable this ball is, so she just gives it away to some kid.
I'd hope your wife would know if you had a walk-off World Series home run
Yeah.
ball.
That's why you don't get married.
Yeah.
Nobody's just for context. You're not getting or selling this ball for $1 million. Barry Bonds' home run ball to break the record went for $750,000. So that's about your peak.
Well, we're
Okay.
okay, yeah. No, I agree.
I think you could get
I
$1
agree.
million.
If it's a walk-off Grand Slam, bottom
To
of
win the World
ninth.
Series,
In the
Game
s-
7.
Do you think
Game
Joe
7.
Carter's home run ball to win
It's
the
like
World
Dodgers, Yankees.
World Series would be worth more than Bonds' home run ball?
Yeah, I think so. There's more.
I don't know, it's tough to
I
say.
don't think
It's
so.
tough to tell.
But a lot of
who's
people don't like Bonds.
Well,
who bought Barry Bonds'
That
ball?
home run ball.
Who bought
so
it?
This is where I think it ends to me is that Bonds' home run ball would be highly relevant and important to everybody in baseball, but a Blue Jays World Series home run ball is important to Blue Jays fans.
That's why I
Yeah.
think you'd get someone to pay more for it and just like, oh, this is
Means
really
more.
important to me. Like, I'll pay up for it. Maybe that's not the way other people think. Obviously, having the record ball is cooler than having like the home run ball, but
Also matters who hits it, right?
Yeah.
true.
If it's a nobody. Or
I don't think
if
that
it's a
matters for
superstar.
the people who are going to want it
gonna
are going to
want
want it because the team won.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who hit it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we'll
Okay.
see. Put it in the comments. What do you
Yeah.
think? T-Mac, question 4.
a magical night at the Field of Dreams game in
Yeah.
Iowa.
You doubted it so hard, and it was so
I did.
amazing.
People were commenting about Avery's doubt. after the game.
We had seen nothing about it, right?
Remember when Jeremy said there was going to be like 1,000
I
people
did
there?
think there was only going to be limited amount of fans. Turns
there was
out,
8,000
with you on that
people.
take.
yeah,
I didn't know.
8,000 people.
We hadn't seen the field at all. As soon as I
That
saw
will
the
be did a
field,
terrible job.
yeah,
I think I
Okay.
described it as actually looking like the stadium from Field of Dreams, the movie. I was
yeah,
definitely wrong.
which was just on the other side of the corn.
The
Yeah,
fence
not at
was
all.
the
That's what I
coolest
saw.
part. The see-through fence was awesome.
Yeah, it was way cooler. And also, I think what would have downplayed it is if the game was a 4-0 game. Like, they got so lucky that this was actually the game of the year too.
Yeah, it was
it's
awesome.
It's like the Sabres and the
I was
Penguins
just about
going to a
to say.
shootout.
Yeah, there was
That-
a
And
lot.
then all of a sudden it just
that put
dies
on
off.
15 years of the Winter Classics.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Like this is
So,
gonna be.
That Leafs Red Wings one was such a stinker.
They've all pretty
Yeah.
much been stinkers since the first one, right?
Yeah.
They've had ice issues every year, I feel like.
Well, baseball you can pretty much go away from those issues. So
Yeah, that's
if you
for
build
sure.
a major league ready field, you can put it out in the middle of fucking
It is
nowhere.
cool. Baseball could really do like a lot of creative stuff.
It was the best regular season game viewing I think in like a decade maybe
Yeah.
for them, which makes sense. It was way cooler than anything they've
So-
ever
Worth
done.
the money they put into it.
Yeah. So now they're talking about should they try something new next year, like to
Yeah.
add on. So they have the Field of Dreams game, which should it not be Chicago against Chicago?
No.
Cubs against White Sox?
I thought it was going to be Red Sox.
The problem
Red
is they
Sox.
only play each other, so they don't even. Do they play each other every year, no matter what? I don't think that's true.
Was the World Series that
It
shows
would be
Joe
insane
Jackson?
if those two.
Well, the
played.
White Sox have to be in it pretty much every year, you'd think, right?
Yes,
If
yes.
If it's a Field of Dream game, but they're not going to do that. I wouldn't think.
You don't think so? I think
No, I think they're
No?
going to try and stretch other markets at
Guys,
this point.
in the Shoeless Joe Jackson game in real life where they threw the game for money, was that against the Yankees?
I have
the
no,
World
I have
Series?
no clue.
that
might have been why.
Yeah, that could have been why.
Or
And-
you
Well, I
can
think-
just make
You're
a
Yeah,
talking
or the
Black
Yankees are
Sox
such-
game that you're talking about?
Yeah.
or they make a lot of money because the Yankees have a lot of fans. Maybe that's why they picked
Yeah.
the Yankees.
What was
as
it, like
team.
1918?
so now they're talking about.
When they threw the game.
1919. Yeah.
They're saying that people on Twitter were like saying where the next spot should be, and some people were saying the
Yeah, it was the
Sandlot.
Reds. I thought
That's
it
what I
was
was
the
going to
Reds.
say.
It's the
It's
Reds.
odd.
I don't know where you make the stadium.
I
The
don't know.
Sandlot.
So is the-
Sandlot or the rookie
The rookie?
somewhere in
Isn't the rookie
West
about
Texas.
Major
yeah, isn't
League
it just
Baseball?
in the Major League Baseball though?
Well, it's a guy that's like a chemistry professor in like West Texas, and like becomes like a
Oh, that-
pitcher
that-
at like 35.
Yeah, that movie's not big enough, but he
I love that
goes
movie,
to
though.
the major leagues too.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, Sandlot would be interesting how they play it, but
Well,
I feel
where-
like it would just be a normal field.
Yeah.
The difference
Right.
between like where is the Sandlot? Because it's not just a thing that's up, right?
I should have looked where is the Sandlot located. In
Yeah,
the movie,
like if it's an
or the
actual place.
movie set.
Because the thing that's cool about the Field of Dreams is it actually is a
Was
place
a
where
thing.
people can.
Yeah.
There's like
People
they'll do
were-
like a Cooperstown game. It won't be as cool.
Yeah.
Field of Dreams is just lucky, man. They hit on something big and they're gonna run it for
Well,
10 years. I think.
Maybe I wonder if they made this game because of it's substituting for the Little League game that they usually do.
Is there a no Little League game?
I'm
Well, the
guessing
Little
there's
League
not.
game's been a thing for like 2 years.
Yeah, but
So it's not-
maybe this is just replaced it this year
I would hope that's not the reason. They should
because that
still
game
do-
was cool.
Yeah. it
I
was-
don't know why they're not doing. I guess COVID, but only U.S. teams in the Little League. Eh?
What?
Yeah, for the internet, there's no international side, so 2 teams from each, whatever. You just have to make
Each
the finals.
region?
Yeah,
That sucks.
yeah.
I hate that.
But
We are getting those ESPN highlights of the 12-year-olds.
I
It's
oh
pretty
my,
funny.
Oh my! Did you guys see John Boy Media do the guy about he gets hit by a pitch, and he has to hit, so he tries the one hand bunch,
No.
and then they put him in right, and he can't throw, and then they finally substitute him, and John Boy's like, why didn't they substitute him from the start?
He's probably really damn good.
Maybe.
No,
If he's playing, if he's playing
I don't
right
think he's
field,
really
though,
damn good. Like he couldn't
he's batting
throw,
with one
and he couldn't
hand.
hit. It was so weird.
What was that guy last year that did that
Oh,
intro?
wait.
Like my name's whatever.
No, Big Al.
My
Little
name's
League rules, everybody has to play. So
Yes, that
this
is
kid,
true.
I guess, just wasn't willing to say, "Hey, coach, I'm
Yeah,
hurt.
he didn't wanna be
Keep
out
me
of the
Keep
game.
me out the
I think you
lineup."
have to play a certain amount of innings too, don't you?
think so.
There's some fair play rules.
Yeah.
How do you feel about fair play rules, Jerry?
I don't like them.
Why don't you like fair play
Because it's
rules?
a tournament. Winner takes it.
Do you like fair play rules in general? If you had,
No,
a
what
s-
is fair
we
play
didn't play
rules?
fair play rules when I played younger.
It's true.
We were playing
did.
minor ball.
Did that made you a man, didn't it?
Yeah, it
Sitting
did
on
make
that
me a
bench.
man. Yeah.
So one of the guys we played ball with at school went to the Little League World Series, and he had like started playing baseball the year before. They went,
Oh, JD.
Canada went, yeah. And he said, like, he knew it. He's like, I knew I sucked. Like,
Yeah.
but they still had to play me.
So
like,
that was we did it.
JD, that was so funny.
We were
his
watching
stories.
his.
You should just start your best.
Look him
player.
up. He has like Baseball Factory videos. Justin Deneen in that little Canada uniform.
That was awesome when he showed us clips of like when they're in those training sessions.
He said
one-on-one.
He said the best part of the Little League World Series was playing ping pong. He said he had so much fun playing ping pong.
He said he got tons of gear too.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It was all
Ping pong
like
at the hotel.
Russell gear though, which kind of sucks.
They were huge.
When you're 12
yeah.
years old, you grow out of that in a year or two. Like you're not getting much wear out of that.
Good.
All right, next one.
You get to add one player to your fantasy team for the rest of the season. Who are you picking?
Was this a fantasy question?
Yes, this is a fantasy question.
I'm just
Drew,
gonna-
let's hear ours. You got to start us off.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay.
First base, a weak position.
I do like that Vladdy pick, just because first base is so weak, especially with Cody Bellinger not hitting as well and Freddie Freeman not having a
Freddie
great
Freeman
year
season,
for
yeah.
Freddie Freeman. Man, just one guy added. I had Max Scherzer on my mind. He's been great with the Dodgers. He's going to pretty much win almost every start he starts for the rest of the
You
year.
could even take Walker Bueller from
Yeah,
there, too.
for sure. Walker Buehler's been really good.
So good.
One of those two would be great to add. I didn't say Tatis because the shortstop position has been really good this year for top end guys.
Yeah. it has
So
been.
like I would be happy with any of those top
Even
guys.
guys like Brandon Crawford coming out of nowhere,
Yes.
kind of things like
yes.
that.
So
I said I had easy ones. I went Juan Soto or Bryce Harper.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Harper's
and then
been hot.
for a pitcher, I'd go Corbin Burns. Problem is, I roster all of these guys,
Oh,
so it's not like
well, I have all the best players.
I have one.
For
I have Juan Soto and Bryce Harper in that league that we're in together
Yeah.
first, and then Corbin Burns in FSGA,
yeah.
who I did put a ticket on to win the Cy Young at the start of the season.
Nice.
And you have Gordon Burns in Yahoo, or like Yahoo as well.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I rostered
Because
all
you
these
took him
guys.
like the third round, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing?" And it
I think I took him in. Yeah, that would make sense.
Would you?
I
We
took
took him in
Brandon
like the
Woodruff.
fifth in the
Or fourth?
FSGA.
Might have been fourth.
I think I paid up for him. My team's very.
I
good
took
in
Brandon
that.
Woodruff after he took Corbin Burns, and in most mock drafts, he's going like 4 rounds, 3 rounds after.
Yeah.
Hey.
Being a sharp man.
You're such a sharp.
Some people can't do it, right? T-Mac. Hey, who would you want on your team right now in last place? Who would you ask for?
Anyone?
Give me Jesse Winka.
You love that guy.
I'm starting to love him because he's making me money on Owner's Box. So.
He will have just
a
like
great player on his
crazy like big games. That guy.
He's on the 10-day now though.
Oh, is he?
Disappointing. Yeah.
So many years of was he going to be good? Was he going to be good? He's finally good, and I love
Yeah.
it.
You got a nice left-handed swing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Next question, T-Mac.
Which team would you least likely see in a wait?
Least like to see.
Yeah. Come on, Jeremy. Damn it. Which team would you least like to see win a World Series?
The
Did you
Yankees.
not understand this question?
Which
The
team
New
would
York
you
Yankees.
least likely see win?
No,
World
least like to see.
Why would I say least likely? Oh, let me pick the Baltimore Orioles.
So you didn't understand the question.
No.
The New York Yankees.
I said the New York Yankees.
Really? I would have to
The
go
Boston
Dodgers.
Red Sox, the New York
You would-
Yankees, the Tampa Bay Rays, anyone in the AL East that's not the Blue
I don't
Jays.
care about the
If
Rays.
it's
I'm fine with them
Yankees,
winning.
Dodgers, you're going to cheer for the Yankees?
Over the Dodgers, yes.
Whoa.
I
Oh,
might.
shut the hell up, Drew.
I might
You
also
cheer for the Red Sox, bro.
I mean, like, I don't like
do
I
not.
don't like both teams, but I definitely would.
I would just the
don't
way
like
the Dodgers
at all.
constructed their
Yeah.
lineup this
It's a
season
money
is
grab.
kind of
The Yankees have
I
been
mean,
doing
the
that
Yankees
for
are a money
30
grab, but
years.
yeah,
Yeah, but they haven't recently. Like they've
Yeah.
been. It's hilarious to watch the Yankees lose, though.
yeah. It's not like the Yankees are dominating the Jays, so I don't have like usually the Burgers just getting absolutely killed by them, and it's annoying, but it's pretty close. So
Okay.
I don't really see like if I ever like I hate the Dodgers.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
It's
hate
tough
the
to-
Dodgers at all.
I think that's just because they're not in the.
they're the
American
easy
League.
chalk pick to win, and the Yankees
Yeah.
aren't. So that's probably why.
I would love to see both those teams like lose. Like it doesn't matter to
Yeah,
me.
for sure.
Yeah.
If I had to
much
pick
against the
one, though,
Dodgers, but-
it would have to be the Dodgers.
Yankees fans get so butthurt. 26 rings, right? Maybe 27. I
Yeah.
forget.
Yep.
All right, who would you hate to see win the World Series?
It'd probably be the Dodgers. I don't need to see that again. If you
No.
give me
They
NBA
wanna-
super team vibes.
Actually, you know what? Astros is probably worse than the Yankees.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
I've kind of
I don't like
care
sure
about the
they,
Astros.
yeah.
I wish we got them last
They got
season,
their
man.
death threats. They got their death
No,
threats
but did they
already.
really?
Yeah, they did.
No.
Yes, they
not
got
enough.
death threats.
They
didn't
dude,
get
I mean, they
enough,
got it
though.
easy because of
saying here?
COVID.
They got
it easy
off
because of
way
COVID,
too easy.
but they did get
That's
death
why
threats.
I don't want to see them win. That would be awful.
I kind of hate it. Obviously, we hated them at the time. All the shit came out, but it's over my head. It's done with. I don't care.
Oh, wait, they got off too easy, or it's over your head?
Both. They got off too easy, but I just don't care about them anymore. Like the whole thing, it's like, okay, I get it, but
There's probably a bunch of teams that were doing that. Let's be honest.
yeah, maybe not as bad as them, but
Yeah.
everyone was cheating. All the pitchers were cheating.
Yeah,
I saw a TikTok last night of like it was a hype video for next season in the NBA of like, you know, the two teams going out of like the Lakers and the Nets, like
Yeah.
all these clips of those guys fighting with each other, like KD and LeBron, Kyrie, and all that. What matchup would you see that would really like have you the most, like excluding the Jays, your own team, that would have you super excited to like watch because
Dodgers,
of like
Astros.
how much they hate each other?
I think.
Dodgers,
Or,
how good the
Astros,
series
yeah,
would
would
be.
be
Dodgers,
really
Astros
good.
will be electric.
or you get Padres, Dodgers, or you get
Yeah.
Yankees, Red Sox.
But they're not going to be in the World Series.
Oh, I thought you just said any matchup.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
World Series,
Yankees-
both. I guess both. Yeah.
I mean, the Dodgers Padres wild card game would be something like
Out of a
fucking out
movie.
of a out of
Or
a movie.
a Yankees Red Sox wildcard game would also be nuts.
Yes.
Hopefully we're in that game, but
The
Yeah,
thing
but
is,
I
is
feel
that-
like the Yankees and Red Sox, like, have they like obviously like history shows they hate each other, but there's been really no beef this year.
Sure.
That's the
Not
problem.
I was
always
gonna say,
massive
yeah.
beef.
Yeah, there's none. I think it's just deep rooted in them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it'll come out.
Yes,
but
for sure.
those teams playing in a 1-game wild card is better than a 5-game series. I think. Like a 7-game series would be best. 1-game wild card would be second, and then
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I
personally, it
agree.
doesn't really make that much sense. I just don't like the 5.
I think the worst, the least exciting series is anything involving Tampa Bay.
Yeah. That's
So it's kind of a
100% true.
shame that they made it there. I didn't really like them playing the Astros. Was just like I didn't feel the
It's gonna have
intensity.
like a
Well, I don't.
Rays
I don't
athletic
want to see
series.
the Red Sox because, like, I like seeing a guy in like if it's a wild card game or in like if it's Game 5 or Game 7. I like seeing those pitchers that are like fucking dogs. And,
Yeah.
like, are really getting after it. And who's like I guess
For
Sale's
Sale, yeah,
Sale
no.
could be that guy for them.
Other than
but
that, literally,
other than that, I'm like, this
Do
doesn't
they-
really motivate me. To,
maybe they stretch out the rookie
Tanner
because
Houck.
he's been fucking amazing.
Do
yeah, and they just
do-
keep sending them down,
Yeah.
pissing me off.
Chris
so
Sale,
bad.
but righty.
Do they do that 5-game series so that the starter, if it goes 5 games, can start Game 7 or Game 1 of the 7-game series?
No, I
What's
think
the
they.
reason?
No, I think they just do it so you don't have to play a shit ton of baseball games.
Yeah, because you already played so many in the regular
Yeah.
season.
The 5-game series, I love. I think they're super.
Those Jays Rangers series always seem
Those
to
are
be
awesome.
pretty good. Those
Yes,
5-game series.
those are awesome.
I might have had a bad take saying the 5-game series aren't that the least exciting.
When did you say that?
Just right now.
Oh,
It's like I don't
I thought
know.
you just meant that based off like a matchup.
I guess maybe
love the
they're the
5-game
least exciting of the
series.
3 because of the the meaningfulness of one game for it all, and then the 7-game series is the championship series.
Yeah.
And the 5-game series is
Sure.
like
Yeah.
the first
Division.
round.
5-game series
Yeah,
is
least
like
excitement.
All right, T-Mac.
Speaking of Red Sox, who finishes with more wins this season, the Red Sox or the Padres? So the Sox have 69 wins, nice, and the Padres have 67.
I mean, I'll be probably get in trouble for saying the Red Sox, but I do think the Red Sox will get more wins. Padres don't look great lately.
we knew that was coming, Drew. We definitely
We
knew
didn't know that was coming. The Padres get Tatis back. He goes 4 for 5 yesterday.
So why was he in right field?
So to save his shoulder.
Yeah, he's diving for too
What if
many
he has to
balls.
throw it in,
But then
though?
again, they were saying like
No,
he's
I
just
think it's
gonna
his left.
dive.
It's his left shoulder that's fucked. So they don't want him diving around and stuff.
keeps
Following.
popping out.
Crazy that a shortstop can play in the outfield, no problem, right,
Yeah,
fellas?
so
I
crazy.
mean, he's played one game. Do we know if he was actually good?
Who cares?
They're competing for a division title, and they said let's put Fernando Tatis Jr. in
Yeah,
right
let's
field.
put our
Even though I think Jeremy's on record saying that he's not a good defensive
I
player.
wonder why they put him
Tatis
in.
isn't a good
No,
defensive
apparently
player.
Yeah,
he
but-
sucks.
Well, the
Good
problem.
enough to
So
be
the
right
thing
field.
is,
Right field, not center.
he's
We
made
talked about that.
he's made the most errors, right?
Has he?
Tatis has,
I didn't know
but you make more errors being athletic to get to baseballs that no one else can get to,
Whoa.
and making like tough throws.
Well, based off the MLB, no. The MLB will call nothing an error.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you
They
just,
are they
has to be
never
a
give an
blatant
error.
error.
They have to be a blatant error.
yeah,
So
still,
if he dives for a ball and misses, it's not an error.
that's
You're
not what
never
I'm
gonna-
saying. But because he is so athletic and so good range of motion and quickness, he is getting to baseballs that no one else, like not a lot of other people in the league can get to. And those are causing more errors if you're.
I don't know about that.
I think 100%.
The amount of analytics involved in these judging these errors and shit. And
There's no analytics.
No,
There's
and
just
shortstop defensively, like they factor everything in.
These aren't like bang bang hit or miss plays. Like he's throwing the ball fucking away. Like I'm not
So you're
saying
saying being more athletic means you get more errors?
for him. I think so. Him getting to baseballs
because you
that
make a play and then you have to get it to
yeah.
So you're saying
get to
he's making
first
wild
base.
throws to first base because he's getting a ball that most people wouldn't get to?
Yes, I think that's causing
I
more
don't even
errors.
know if they count that as an error. They don't.
I'm saying
if
he
you throw the
throws
ball away.
He
Throw the
throws the
ball
ball
away.
like it is a dog shit throw. Like
He's
it is
aggressive.
Like it's not even close. Like I'm not
Yeah.
saying this is a thought process for the official score. It's an error, like the throwing error for sure.
So you're saying most
it's not a
guys-
fielding error. It's he's fucking up throwing the ball because he is getting the balls way deep in the hole and he's turning around and spinning and throwing the ball fucking 10 feet over the guy's
Oh,
head.
we would have to look at
Yeah,
how
we're
many
grasping
throwing
at
errors
straws
he's got.
Yeah.
So most
But we
guys
don't
would
even
just
know.
hold the ball, maybe just throw
They
back
just
to the
wouldn't get
pitcher,
to them. They'd just be hits.
And he's like,
I think he's saving a lot of hits and making them errors because he's fucking so good at
But
getting the baseball.
the throw would have to have a chance to
That's
get
such
him
a
an
hot
out to be
I don't
considered
think
an
it's that.
error.
Pardon?
yeah, if he's a
Yeah,
throw
I'm
would
saying-
have to matter.
Yeah,
able to
yeah,
get him
they're
out.
shit throws. Like
Oh my gosh.
I'm not saying they're good throws. Like these are blatant errors, Jer. It's just him getting to baseballs.
I don't know how you're not getting this. You want me
No,
to
no,
put,
no. I get
we're
it,
getting
but
it,
I
we're
just
getting
don't
it.
think the
It's a-
MLB
it's a wild
like we
take.
wouldn't consider Tatis shitty defensively if this was actually how he was getting his errors.
Well, it's part of
They
defense,
just say it-
throwing
they-
the ball to first.
Yeah, people
If
just
he's Shane
don't.
Patterson's the ball to first base all the time.
Yeah, like you don't see. If you don't watch the games, you look at the box scores. He's leading errors. I'm pretty sure by multiple, and people say, "Oh, he's just a shitty defender." But I think that's just
We
not
could
a
sit,
great
we could
take.
look at after the show how many throwing errors he's
Maybe we can
gotten.
find a
It would show
montage
us,
of his
right?
errors.
A montage.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
to look on YouTube.
Okay, task at hand. Padres, Red Sox, more wins.
I'm gonna go Padres.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Red Sox.
Padres.
They've been streaky. They were streaky hot. And they were streaky cold.
It's a better team.
I think Chris. I don't think so.
I do.
I think the Padres are a better team.
Yeah, Padres have
Underperforming pitchers right now.
Padres
for the
have an insane lineup.
I know. But I don't know. I like both teams. They'll both do well.
Oh, Drew likes every team.
No, I'm not. There's a difference between being a fan of the team and saying I like their team.
Like,
Well,
They're
you're a
both
fan of the Red Sox
well-constructed teams.
and the
I
Blue
like their
Jays.
chances to do well. All right,
We'll have to see.
let it go.
Red Sox, Blue Jays fan Drew.
Yeah.
That's from him. Fired up. T-Mac, question number 8.
Speaking of other
This was
interesting
fucking
takes from Drew.
crazy too.
So I'm gonna let me play devil's advocate here, and I'm gonna take the side.
Oh,
of
Say-
Drew, all
say the
Drew,
question
I'm gonna,
first.
I'm gonna be on your side. Drew wants to know
I don't want to know. Like, I don't want to know.
You brought this up. This was
if you prefer to hit a triple or a home run.
That's not how I phrased it. I
How
said,
did
what's
you-
cooler?
Cooler. Sorry, what's cooler? Triple or home run? Now, I do want to say
This
that
is
when
an
you
easy
hit a
one.
home run, which I've never done, unfortunately, because I'm just a PO. You do have that like the swagger feeling of like I hit it, I run the bases. Unless it's like a massive moment, you run the bases, you give the fellas the helmet taps, the high fives, and then you go sit down. You hit a triple, you're diving into third, getting on your feet, and fucking pounding your
Yes.
chest like I'm a dog. I'm a dog.
Hustle play.
So that is
It's just-
where
it's
but-
just not cooler. It's not
it's-
at all.
it's
because
more
there's a
rare
lot
than
of
a home
ways to
run.
hit a triple. If you hit a triple like Jeremy hits a triple, it's really not that cool.
Yeah.
It's just a
If you
triple.
turn a double into a triple, like that shouldn't be a triple. That is fucking cool.
Disagree for sure. Most triples
Like,
come from
the thing is, though-
inability to get the ball into the infield.
You're talking about a situation where it's a close game and you hit a triple, right? But if you're in a home run in a close game, the same energy is matched or
Yes,
not,
yes.
right? You know what I
The
mean?
chances of you scoring a run off a triple with 2 outs just like kind of slim, right? So it's like cool, you get fired up, and then next guy goes 3 pitches, whiff, whiff, whiff. Fuck, that was cool, but it's not cool anymore,
maybe
right?
you don't get the run.
As a guy
It's
who
cool.
hits,
Yeah.
as a guy who hits way more home runs than I've hit triples in my life, the
If you
feeling
hit
of
triple, you would feel pretty happy.
no, I feel tired as shit. It's not cool running the
It
bases.
would be tired.
want to run?
It's cool.
It's
Don't say it's not cool.
No. It's not like cool for me. Like I'm just like tired.
There's
Like,
a difference also between a triple where you're playing in like a beer league or little league and they just can't field, but like an MLB triple is pretty cool. Like you barely make it into third. Like you pushed it beyond where You should have gone.
I think we're out of touch here, Drew.
No, I think it's cool.
I mean, fuck. There's no better feeling in the world than hitting a home run.
You're in
home
the
run
contention
is-
for a cycle then.
You
right?
feel like a fucking
Man,
absolute beast in that home
Those
run.
guys hit some guys hit 30 home runs a year, get 2 triples, right? Like those triples are fun.
it being more rare is a different. Like obviously, it's more rare to hit a triple, but hitting home runs way cooler. Feeling off the
know.
bat way cooler. Saying you hit a home run way cooler than like you don't go text some broad after the game saying, hey, like I hit a triple, you should have seen it. You said I hit this home
And
run
then an emoji
50.
where it's a guy running.
Yeah, it's like I hit this 50-foot tank over the fence.
Yeah.
Like you should have
Like,
seen
how
that.
you
And then
hit-
you got a little arm.
It's like when they say, "How are you hitting this year?" Like, I have a couple triples.
Yeah.
You know?
Where girls are in your DMs asking how you're hitting it this year.
Yeah, a
4
couple
triples
bombs or
this
a
year.
couple triples.
Legged
Yeah.
out a couple triples.
Yeah.
Oh my
Extended some
God.
doubles
You're
and
like, oh,
triples. What do you think, honey?
What does
Yeah.
that mean? I think it's a no-brainer. It's a home run.
I'm a home run side. I'm
Yeah,
a home run
best
side.
feeling.
I mean, home run's better for the team, but triple's just cooler. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Rally killer.
I don't think you actually believe that.
I don't think.
don't
I think
actually
you just
believe
haven't played baseball in a long
10
time.
years.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'm out of touch.
I think so.
It's okay. It's okay.
Man, the feeling wood bat home runs too. Like
It's awesome.
I never hit a wood bat home run.
It
before.
feels weightless off the bat. It's just. Sorry, I wish you knew, T-Mac. I've given up my fair share of home runs. I know that being the pitcher, that sucks ass.
Yeah.
Hitting them's way cooler than giving them up. I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah.
But that's all I got from the boys. Anything else?
No.
No, download Owner's Box.
Yeah. Play our game.
Play Owner's Box.
Play our game. Football. Doing football is here. So
MLB 10.
MLB 10 for the baseball. Drew 9 for football.
Yeah.
Drew
Like,
9.
comment, subscribe, join the cord. Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you next time.